One, two, and three. We want to welcome everybody today to Mom and Dad Talks. Where our favorite two people are Mom and Dad. We've been going about 2 years strong here. How you doing, Mom and Dad?
Fine. How are you?
Great.
Colin did a great job filling in for you last week. Thank you guys. You guys have lifted Dad. I'm glad you're feeling a lot better. Pray for my dad still, everyone. But today's subject is about gas prices. And you guys have seen a lot of gas prices in your lifetime. And it affects a lot of things. And, we're going to start off light and we'll probably go really heavy into the thought about this. But, your earliest time, what do you guys remember gas prices being when you were growing up?
I remember in the 70s when we had the gas shortage,
Mm-hmm.
and gas prices got up to like $5 a gallon. It was just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all manufactured.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a bit hoax, and they rationed gas and everything like that. That's the last time I remember.
Okay, I remember I was going to Andrews University,
Mm-hmm.
60s,
Mm-hmm.
when gasoline, they had gas wars, so you competed with the lowest gas price, and I remember gas being 24, 25 cents a gallon. And that was really a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
They had those going, quite often back there in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But as I guess men had gotten greedy and wanting more money, then the gas prices started escalating higher and higher. Because gas is gas, no matter what you take for it. But when they escalate and gouge the prices, then that's, I have a plan. You can ask me a few minutes later of what my plan is.
Okay, we're gonna ask you a few minutes later what your plan is, Mom. And it's interesting because gas by all means destroys the environment.
Mm-hmm.
Carbon gases and stuff like that. And there's always this big fight of people going against greener fuel, like electricity and those kind of things there. Which we're supposed to take care of this planet that God has given us.
That's cool.
And the Revelation says God is going to destroy those who destroy the earth, per se, when he comes back again. So it's the inherent responsibility of us to take care of what God has given us, this planet that he's created for us there. And for those who don't believe, this, where else are you going to go? So the point is that, you guys went through the 70s and the 60s. You've seen gas at 25 cents. You've seen gas at $1. You've seen this $5 and it's getting past $5. It's getting high again. And it's amazing how, I know it involves two countries with major exports, but, it's Russia and Ukraine. It's pumping. It's really making an effect over this global economy. And what are your thoughts on that? Because you touched on it a little bit, but what are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts is, why do they have to go up on the gas prices?
Mm-hmm.
So, if there's a shortage, that's one thing. But if it's competing with, each country trying to hike the gas prices to make more money, that's another thing. And that's where I have a problem, because I don't believe there's a gas shortage.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that it's an excuse to make the gas prices go up higher and higher and higher.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my belief is that it's a commodity. Gas is a commodity.
Mm-hmm.
When the suppliers charge more for it,
Mm-hmm.
the middleman has to charge more to make his profit.
Mm-hmm.
And when they're like, I don't know exactly the price of oil, but say, for instance, the price of oil is $3 a barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now the suppliers are going to charge you $5 a barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than the middleman taking the brunt of the fall,
Mm-hmm.
he passes along to the consumers, which is us, you and I. I remember my first real car that I got was a '59 Volkswagen. Gas back then was like 35 cents, 33 cents a gallon.
Mm-hmm.
I could go from Western Michigan University, Kalamazoo, home for $1.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can just barely get out of the gas station for $1. And it's the same gas. No different. But it's the price, and rather than the middleman taking the blunt, they pass along to the consumers, which you and I have to pay the brunt of the price.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, a gas supplier does not want to go out of business.
Right.
So he's not going to go bankrupt.
Right.
Even though he's a multi-billionaire,
Yeah.
he doesn't want to lose any money.
He still wants more.
Yeah, and it is ever enough for money, not for greed. Greed never satisfies. That's why they just keep on ripping people off, because it's a thrill of ripping more people off, whatever the case may be.
Like last week, I bought some. I needed to buy some diamond cut aluminum. 4x4 sheet of diamond cut. Normally, last time I bought it for like $40 a sheet. Well, I think it was Wednesday. I bought the same sheet of aluminum, same distributor, same everything, and it now costs $64 a sheet.
Oh wow!
So everything is going up. The consumer is at the front, and something has to be done because we depend so much on gasoline in this country and the worldwide. It's not only this; it's just not fair. It's not fair for the poor man to take the brunt.
To stay, everybody should have a budget to run. Okay. All right. Let's say that you have been allowing $40, $50 a week to run you back and forth to work, wherever, the distance that it takes. Okay. All right. So my plan is, no matter how high they go up on the gas prices, I'm going to watch the needle on my gas gauge, because I am not going to spend any more than $20 of what I set aside to fill my tank back up.
Oh, okay.
So at one given time, they're not going to get any more than $20 to $22 of my money away from me to get gasoline. And then I still will have a full tank of gas for that amount, because I have to budget out and not let my gas tank go below a half. So that I can stay within my $20 to $22 for gasoline. And I believe that if people would boycott and stay at home and try to not get, just stay away from the gas pump. They used to do that, I believe.
They used to say like every Monday nobody would buy gas. And in a couple of weeks that gas came down.
But a lot of people don't want to sacrifice what they need to. My money is just as precious to me as it is to the man that's trying to snatch it from me to get rich. Therefore, if he's depending on me to get rich, he's gonna get it in little increments, $20 to $22 at a time, not $7 to fill my tank up to get his allotment in the gas prices.
I remember a couple of years ago when natural gas prices for home heating was going up high. The bills were very high, and then that's when wood stoves first came out.
Yep, I remember that.
A wood stove and burning wood and so forth. And finally, the gas company got tired of it, and guess what they did?
They dropped their prices.
Dropped their prices, and now wood stoves are very hard to find.
It's a great point. And the other point is now solar and wind and those kind of things now are actually become an option, which goes into, mom and dad, I think you ought to look into getting a electric vehicle.
Yes, I went to last week, or I think it was Friday. Yesterday. I went to Costco. Can I say the name?
Yeah.
I went to Costco. I went to Costco to purchase some gas, because gas was 30 cents cheaper at Costco than anywhere else.
Around the corner.
So I went there, and then as I was walking in, those electric bicycles. They had a whole bunch of them. And I was wondering, wow, now that is an alternative. Just to go to, go to the grocery store, and it's not that big a deal. And it's not that far, and you could save a lot of money by doing that.
Do they have places to park electric bicycles though, so nobody will steal them?
Yes.
Oh, that's a great idea. I was thinking, Dad, you probably step up your game a little bit and get like one of those Fiskars or those Teslas.
Well, they've got to come down in price. That's a whole lot of gas. Friday I have the choice.
Yeah.
Either I can fill up the gas tank on my truck,
Uh-huh.
I can wash it. So I thought, that would be silly of me to have a nice clean truck
Uh-huh.
parked on the side of the road out of gas.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'd probably tow it, and I'd have to pay the tow charge and storage charge.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go ahead and drive a dirty truck full of gas.
Mm-hmm. Okay, like I said, we got options here, everybody. We're looking at options here. Great conversation here. So any parting thoughts on this gouging of America? And unfortunately, we know we're praying for everybody in the Ukraine right now and Russia, both, it's a unnecessary war in a lot of people's minds. I don't know why people really enjoy people getting killed. It's sad. It's very, very sad. So we'll just definitely keep it. I'm reading horrible stories that's going out there, and it's just sad all the way around when this happens. And nobody really knows. Everybody has speculation, but nobody really knows why we doing this. Why is this happening? But your final thoughts on this whole thing with the gas pricing stuff moving forward?
My final thought is it's the signs of the time. We are in frightful times as we get closer to the end of time. The world will come to an end. May come sooner than later. So we just need to learn how to not do everything we want to do, but do the things that we have to do.
And the curious thing about what you point out, Mom, is this is in the middle of a pandemic where most people are working at home. Why are prices going up when you think they would go down?
So that's the reason why they're going up, because everybody's working from home, and then nobody's going out to have to buy gasoline. That's probably one of the reasons why the gas price. That could be one of the reasons that the consumer wants to hike prices. But greed
does not care.
Greed doesn't get you a whole lot. Oh, it doesn't get you any, a whole lot of places. So we just need to learn how to cut back to not play into the hands of the people that are greedy for money.
And this is where our national politicians, and I'm talking about our president, has to step up to the plate and release some of the oil reserves, the gasoline reserves, to the general public.
He has. In defense of him, he has done a little bit.
And the price came down. Well, I'm trying this again. Well, now is the time to step up to the plate.
Well, great point, Mom and Dad, and beautiful point on that. And folks, I hope that you had a little bit of fun, bit of laughter, but also a little bit of enlightenment today here. That, you know what? Unfortunately, greed is a bad thing to have, and a lot of people pay the price for it. Till next time, Mom and Dad, we're glad to have you on today. We'll see you next time on Mom and Dad Talks. Have a